Well, a crisis for the British royal family. Former Prince Andrew now being accused of sending confidential trade documents to Jeffrey Epstein. The British government looking at potentially removing him from the line of succession after he was arrested this week on suspicion of misconduct while in public office. So this is the first royal arrest in nearly 400 years. NewsNation's Mills Hayes here now with how the monarchy, also Americans, Mills, how they're all reacting.
Right, Kelly, and the royal family really trying to distance themselves from the former prince. But the push for accountability for those associated with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein is growing in the U.S. following the surprising arrest of former Prince Andrew. And I spoke with one Epstein survivor who is also an anti-trafficking advocate.
The arrest of Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor is a good start, but it's only a start. And we haven't seen anything to that magnitude happen in the United States yet. It's so hard to even fathom the institutional failures that we have experienced and the letdown that we feel by our government.
British police have been searching multiple homes that Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor once lived in and contacting former protection officers who may have information related to the Epstein files or any sexual misconduct. The former prince was arrested and held for 11 hours on Thursday on suspicion of misconduct in public office. And in the latest Epstein files released by the U.S. Department of Justice, they appear to show that Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor shared confidential government documents while working as a special trade envoy for the British government with sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Emails suggest that Andrew forwarded Epstein government reports about investment opportunities in Afghanistan, as well as assessments of other countries he visited. King Charles said that authorities investigating his brother, who has not been charged, have their full support and cooperation, adding that the law must take its course. Following the former prince's arrest, Republican Congressman Thomas Massie said, "Now we need justice in the U.S." And the Department of Justice has released millions of pages related to Epstein in the last year, including well-known people, and have prompted many corporate leaders to resign. But survivors like Liz Stein say that we're far away from the real truth on this, and they want people to be held criminally accountable, saying that there is a network of powerful people in the U.S. who appear to be protecting each other. Many Epstein survivors are planning to attend the President's State of the Union this coming week, and former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton are expected to testify to the House Oversight Committee into its investigation into Jeffrey Epstein this coming week as well, Kelly.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.